does Ramadan mean to me?
Ramadan symbolizes unity. It's a month of charity, self-improvement, spiritual growth, spiritual reflection, as well as a month of sacrifice and renunciation.
Ramadan is a month of self-reflection for me. It's a month that I try to remember what I have been doing good or bad in the past 11 months. It's a month that I use to improve myself. I try to be grateful for what I have by staying away from food and drinks for almost 15 hours.
Ramadan for me is a month of spiritual rejuvenation where I can get closer to Allah and discipline myself by restricting myself from certain things that I might do throughout the year. But in Ramadan, I control myself, control my tongue, control my behavior on a typical daily basis in order to be closer with Allah and follow His guidelines.
Ramadan for me means a month where we fast, obviously. It's also a time where we get to put more efforts into our daily prayers and teachings of Islam. It's a month where we focus on self-improvement and self-reflection and also try to become a better person.
To me, Ramadan is about empathizing with the poor and needy who do not have enough food to eat throughout the day. It's about coming together as a community and having night prayers and remembering Allah throughout the day.
Ramadan is about changing yourself spiritually. It's a month of forgiveness and connecting yourself to God. It's about community and iftar together. It's about Tarawih and Jama and also late night prayers and reflecting on the Quran.
Obviously, there are people out there who don't have what to eat for a day, and obviously that's how they feel. So this is a time to be grateful for what you have by subjecting myself to those conditions so that I see what it means to have what I have.
Ramadan is a time to practice gratefulness, being grateful for the food and drink that you have access to that many people and Muslims across the world don't have that easy access to, being grateful for your family, for your loved ones, for the people who support you, for your house, for your clothing, for all of these things that we usually take for granted. It's really about reconnecting with the basics and understanding that, alhamdulillah, we have all of these great things, and it's our duty to be grateful for them and ensure that we can support other people to also have them.
For me, I think that Ramadan is a time to get rid of the bad habits and embrace good habits and carry those habits onwards even after the month is over.
Ramadan means so much to me. It's an opportunity to pause, to reassess and reflect. It's an opportunity to reconnect. It's an opportunity to commit to ourselves, to bettering our community and society as a whole.
Ramadan unites us Muslims in fasting, feasting, and most importantly, worshipping of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
To me, Ramadan is a time to reflect and strengthen my faith alongside family and friends.
Ramadan means a lot to me.
I usually celebrate Ramadan with my family, friends, and community. We go to our local mosques, we participate in the Iftars, we volunteer and give back our time and resources. It's an opportunity to really give back to the community and to center that in our practices.
I celebrate Ramadan with my family, being close with them during the day, having iftar and suhoor with them together. And I also celebrate with my Muslim brothers and sisters. We sometimes have gatherings where we can, worship Allah together. Maybe we eat together, or we watch, interesting Islamic videos together. And it's celebrated as like a community with my family and the others.
So I usually celebrate Ramadan with my family back home in Saudi Arabia, but because of the global pandemic, I didn't get to go home this year.
Back at home before I came to Canada, I used to eat with friends, with family all the time, in the evenings, iftar. But when I came to Canada, obviously I was away from my usual friends and family, and I had to make new friends. Then I used to take iftar with them. I also, used to get together with community members, people from my community who live in Halifax. Then we used to arrange iftars together, and that was a way of celebrating Ramadan with them.
For me, I celebrate Ramadan every year with my family, and thankfully, I was fortunate enough to celebrate it with my family again this year, given the circumstances.
I usually celebrate Ramadan by reading Quran.
We usually celebrate Ramadan by preparing a lot of food throughout the day, as well as having potlucks with friends and family and at the mosque. And then every night we usually have Taraweeh, which is the night prayers. And that's when the Sheikh will read a 30th of the Quran every night, and we stand together and listen to that beautiful recitation.
Celebrated by having iftar with our family and neighbors, and then we go and pray Tarawih all night in the mosque together.
Ramadan is usually spent with your family and community, whether it's going to the mosques, whether it's going to people's houses for iftar, whether it's cooking together, sharing treats, sharing stories, hanging out in the day with your fellow Muslims who also are fasting. It's a time to come together and be in community.
I celebrate Ramadan by giving to the ones who need the most help in our community.
Trying to do more worship than I do throughout the year, trying to, purify myself. I also try and be kinder, I guess. Like, I don't want to be rude in Ramadan. I want to be nice to everyone and try and give them a good day.
I got to spend Ramadan mostly in the mosque, so I was in the mosque. I did the volunteer works over there, with the mosque community, setting up tables, chairs, preparing food for the fasting people. That was a lot of fun that I did last year, and I got to meet a lot of people over there, and I made some real good friends over there. It was like, we hanged out. That was a really fun time. And also attending long Taraweeh prayers with the beautiful recitations from the Imam.
Usually, I would celebrate by getting together with friends and extended family, both for Iftar and Taraweeh.
This Ramadan has been very different from other Ramadans. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we're unable to pray Taraweeh in the masajid. However, I try to take advantage of staying at home by staying with my family and spending more time reading the Quran and just praying to God.
This one was very different because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We didn't get to go out much, but it did give us a chance to spend more time with our families and worship together and focus more on other stuff rather than cooking all day.
What's different this year would be missing out on Taraweeh, as well as missing out on the community potlucks and taking part in community initiatives.
This year is different because of Corona. Oftentimes, there's a lot of events at the masjid. You get closer to all your Muslim brothers and sisters in the holy acts of Ramadan, and it's a time where we bond together while we're worshiping Allah.
So this year, now, obviously, most of them is not happening here, so I'm not going to mosque anymore, and not hearing the beautiful recitations or the beautiful adhan. So no community iftar, but Tarawih is happening. It's happening at home, and I'm kind of leading the prayer with with my uncle and aunt behind me, and I'm also getting more time to spend with the Quran and more citations, more memorization, and also practice on my tajweed.
Many of us are not able to attend community gatherings at our local mosques. We're not able to gather to break the fast. And so we're trying to find innovative ways to do that, like today. And so lots of things are different for me. Lots of family time, lots of time spent alone. So it's given me a chance to self-reflect more. It's given me a chance to spend more time with my family. And it's given me a chance to really dig deep and think about what Ramadan truly means to me.
I had an opportunity to spend more time with my family, worship Allah, and found alternative ways of connecting with my community locally and internationally.
This Ramadan, I'm focusing on my inner work and really figuring out my spirituality and how I fit within the religion. I've been going to various workshops held by Muslims across the world, talking about different issues, learned a lot about liberation theory, which was pretty cool. I've also been connecting with my family across the world and using this time to connect with folks that I usually don't see day to day.
This Ramadan, because I'm taking summer courses, I was really responsible and organized with my time/schedule. And also, it's my first time fasting in Canada, and it's a lot longer compared to Saudi Arabia. So that was like, that was a huge difference, but I did it. It was difficult, but it's doable.
The difference about this Ramadan is that I now do ibadat and I pray or tarawih.
Now, we celebrate by hanging up decorations and praying together at home.
Trying to virtually connect with my friends and family so that I don't feel lonely, so that I can live the meaning of Ramadan with them, you know. It is very hard time now because of the measures that are put against COVID-19. So that means we have to find new ways and means of connecting and staying connected with family and friends. And virtual connection is one of it. I either use Facebook or Zoom to call my family and friends. And that's one way I am doing something I'm doing differently now. It was great to join you here today at this event. And I'm happy that this event was organized by Dalhousie. Thank you very much.